guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today we're doing something completely different on my channel. I thought we would utilize the outdoors since it's such a beautiful day, and we'll do a get ready with me out here. Hopefully it's not too windy. I don't have one of those cat things. It's like a little, I don't know what it is, but it's basically something you put on your microphone to help keep the wind out. So hopefully it's not too windy. We'll try this out for today and see how it works out. But I just thought we would come outside because it's beautiful. So I love being outside. I don't know about you guys, but being outside always seems to make me feel a little bit better inside. Like it's like one of those, I guess it's the vitamin D probably. So let's go ahead and jump into the get ready with me. I've got all my products here. These are products I pulled, what, 2 weeks ago in my Shop My Stash. So the first thing I'm going to do is prime my skin. I'm going to use this right here. This is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I really like this primer. I have been loving it because it does help with hydration. I feel like not only that, it does feel like it's a little bit tacky on my skin. So my skin seems to like this again. My foundation seems to last longer. So let's go ahead and put this on. So it looks like this. So it's basically just clear. So we're going to use that. It does have a really interesting smell, and I've never really figured out what it is, but it reminds me of something from when I was a kid or something. Something about it, it's like glue, maybe it's school glue. I'm not sure, but it has a very interesting smell to it. So this feels nice onto my skin though. It gives, like I said, a nice hydration, but it's sticky too. So if you're someone who your foundation seems to slip off throughout the day, I feel like this kind of holds it down. It's like when you put wallpaper on your wall, you put that glue behind it, and that's what I feel like this feels like. It feels like a wallpaper glue, so it's going to help for sure. So I've got my little mirror here so I can see as well. I might have to zoom you in just a little bit. Let's see. That way there you can see exactly. I'm gonna stoop down. I should have propped you up on something, honestly. But either way, I'll just slide down a little bit. We'll just slouch. Alright, the next thing I'm going to do is do my foundation. So for foundation, I have been mixing the LA Girl Pro Color Foundation Mix-In. This is like the purple shade, or is it blue? Is it purple? It's blue. It looks purple, honestly, to me. And then I've been mixing that with the Givenchy, the Teint Couture Everwear. This is the 24-hour wear satin finish, full coverage and comfort foundation. So I've been mixing these two together because I think that they make a good match, because my skin is more, it's not really pink, but it's more neutral, and this is really yellow, so I really need something to help this out. So I've been doing two or three squirts of this, sometimes 4, it doesn't matter honestly. And then I just do a little half a squirt of this, like just a tiny little bit. You'll see it's like, I mean, barely any on there. So there's what the blue looks like, and that's just going to help to get rid of some of the yellow and make it look a little bit more pink. So hopefully it matches good outside. I've never really checked too much outside, to be honest with you. I've checked in like the mirror and things like that, but I haven't done a video, so we'll have to see how good it matches out here. Alright, so I'm going to stick this on. And I do have a wet beauty blender I brought out with me. We'll use that as well. I'm going to see if I can put my mirror right there, so hopefully it doesn't bother you. Yes, I got it. We got it. We did it. Alright, I'm going to scoop the rest of this up on my beauty blender and just pat it in. Put this onto my skin. So I don't know how you guys have been doing, but we have had a crazy couple of weeks at our house. Like, my oldest son graduated from UVA. If you saw that on my Instagram, he has graduated UVA with honors early, so he's such a smart kid. I'm like, oh my gosh, dude. I wish I was half as motivated as he was when I was his age to get a good education. Not that I don't have a college degree and everything, I do. It's just that he's so motivated. Like, he wants to go back and get his master's degree. He is very motivated to get a really good education, which is awesome. And then he started a job already, so they've already offered him a position within our locality. He is going to be their planner, so pretty awesome. So to be 20 years old, have a bachelor's degree, and already being the county planner, pretty amazing in my opinion. Hopefully this isn't blurry. I feel like we're blurry. My camera might be just going bad. I've noticed my camera acts weird lately. But anyway, his graduation ceremony was amazing. We got to go to 3 different graduations that day because he got, it's like, oh no. Hang on, I lost my beauty blender. Okay, I found the beauty blender. I had to wash it off a little bit. I mean, it's fine. It'll work. I washed it up just a tad. A little dirt won't hurt you, or maybe it will. I don't know. We'll have to see. But either way, like I was saying, he had a main ceremony. So if you've ever been to like a college graduation, I had never seen them done like this, so it was a little bit different for me. But he had a main ceremony that he had to go to, that we all went to. And then we had the separate ones for his different degrees. So he had 2 different degrees. So we all made it to the first graduation ceremony, which was myself, my husband, my younger son, my mother-in-law, my mom, and my brother-in-law. So we all went to the first graduation, no problem. We went to the second graduation, no problem. And then we were gonna go get a bite to eat. And on our way to get a bite to eat, my husband had gotten all of the women flowers, like a yellow rose. So my mom, she was looking at her yellow rose and she was admiring the flower, and her shoes were giving her a hard time to begin with anyway. So they were like giving her blisters on the tops of her toes, so she was having a hard time with her shoes. So at one point she had taken her shoes off and she was walking down the street with no shoes, and I was like, Mom, that's probably not very smart. There's glass on the street. You might want to put your shoes back on. So then, this is the Anastasia Dewey set. So then my mom decides she put her shoe back on. So she puts her shoes back on and she is, I'm gonna slide into you guys a little bit. I feel like I don't know what's going on here. I feel blurry. Am I blurry? I don't know. So anyway, so my mom decides she would put her shoes back on. So she puts her shoes on and then she starts walking down the street, and there's like, the sidewalk is not very even in the town of Charlottesville, or the city of Charlottesville. So it's not very even, and she wasn't paying attention and she stepped on this one spot and slipped, and then when she did, she tumbled down. So when she tumbled, I turned around immediately, dropped everything I had, and then tried to help her up, but she whispered, "It's broken," and I was like, what? I started to freak out a little bit. I was like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? I mean, like, I don't know what to do. We're in a different town. I don't know what to do here for, you know, a broken body part. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So anyway, she would not let me help her up. So she ended up having somebody else help her up. In the meantime, everybody else had walked ahead of us, and then they finally realized something was wrong and they started turning around and coming back. Well, we had to call an Uber because it was during graduation ceremony. There was no way for us to get her back to our vehicle. It was a pretty long walk, so there's no way she could have walked on her foot. So we called an Uber, and then an Uber and my mother and my mother-in-law all got into a vehicle and they went off to the Med Express, while the rest of us stayed for the final ceremony, which I felt so guilty for because I wanted to be with my mom, but at the same time, it was my son's graduation. So I was like, well, what do you do? So anyway, she goes off to Med Express, and then we finish up the next ceremony, which thankfully, it probably was a good thing that they didn't walk to the last ceremony in the first place, because the last ceremony was like a struggle to get to. Like, it was a really, really long walk. So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not sure that, I mean, I was having a hard time. I had to stop for a minute and be like, okay, can we slow down a little bit? Everybody's like speed walking here. I need to slow down just a tad. So finally we make it to the next graduation ceremony, and I am sweating buckets, and I don't sweat. So for me to sweat, it was hot. So I can't find my primer for my lids, so I'm just gonna use this. This is my Urban Decay Naked Skin. I'm just gonna use that for my lids. So anyway, we finally make it to the graduation ceremony, and then we go to that, and that one's over, and then we decide we're gonna go ahead and head out. So we had to go back over, my husband had to go back over and help my son finish getting the rest of his stuff out of his dorm, because, you know, school is over, so he had to finish getting everything out. So in the meantime, I'm calling my mom, or I'm texting my mom and telling her that we'll be there soon. And she had already finally gotten a diagnosis on her leg, on her foot and everything. So we get to the Med Express and pick up my mom and my mother-in-law, and come to find out her foot was broken. So at first they thought it was fractured, and then they realized no, they thought it was sprained. They thought it was a bad sprain. And then they're like, no, it's broken. So my mom was in a air cast, I think is what they call it. So they put her in one of those. Her foot is broken like on the top part of your foot. Like if you look down at your feet, that's the part where her foot was broken at. So poor thing, she felt so bad, and I'm like, Mom, do not feel bad for that whatsoever. It is not your fault. Accidents happen. She felt bad for missing her grandson's graduation. And I'm like, Mom, it's okay. It's really okay. We're just happy you're okay. I mean, it was bad enough that it's a break, but I mean, goodness, it could have been worse, I'm sure. So anyway, she ends up going home that evening. She was supposed to be with me for the weekend to prep for the my son's graduation party, which was at our house. And so then I come home from graduation night, and my husband and my sons and my brother-in-law, they all go out to dinner. No, they go to the movies. They go to there's a movie center near us that is called the Alamo. So they go there and they watch a movie while I'm starting to get things ready for a graduation ceremony. So it was just graduation party. So it was a chaotic weekend, honestly. And Monday I was exhausted. I was so tired. I literally could not get my head up off the bed. I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot make it to work, but I had to go to work. So I went to work, and then I was a little bit late getting into work, and I'm like, look, we're just gonna call it like it is. I'm just struggling today. So anyway, it was good. Everything turned out really good. My son loved his cake. I had a cake that was in the shape of a stack of books, and then on top of that was a graduation, like the cap, and then they had the tassel, is that what it's called? The tassel going over top of it, and it had like the UVA symbol. So if you check my Instagram is listed below. I do have pictures of the cake and his graduation and everything. So yeah, it turned out good. Oh my gosh, I just went really dark. I went crazy. I went a little crazy here. That's all right. We'll blend it out. For now, we'll pack it all into the spot, and then we'll blend. So as you guys are watching this today, this is pre-recorded on Friday evening. So I am outside right now. It is Friday. So hopefully I am able to get this up for you in time. But we are planning a little trip for this weekend. We are planning to take my youngest son and our 2 puppies. Not really puppies. They're not really puppies anymore. We're taking all of us on a little road trip. We're going to go away for the weekend just to kind of relax a little bit. We're going somewhere where they allow pets, and they have like this dog trail, so we're going to take our dogs on this really cool dog trail. So we're just really excited. Gosh, I hope it's not windy, because it's really windy here, and I'm hoping it's not super windy coming through on the microphone. I hope not. I'll have to check it when I edit it. We'll just keep our fingers crossed. It's not too... I'm using the Too Faced. This is the Natural Lust palette, so I've been using this for the past 2 weeks, and I really like it. I mean, it's not like anything that I'm like, oh my gosh, it's the best palette ever, but it's definitely really good because it's very neutral, easy to work with. Some of the colors are a little more pigmented, and I have a little bit of issue blending them out. Like this one here is very pigmented, and I'm trying to get it to blend a little bit better because I don't want to look crazy. So I'm trying to blend it pretty good. So we're just gonna keep blending. But anyway, it's been a crazy week. And then of course, now we are in Memorial Day weekend, so happy Memorial Day. So, and like I said, we're going away for the weekend just to kind of like relax a little bit, and also just to kind of catch our breath. So we have UPS coming. Hang on. Okay guys, I'm back. So it was not UPS, it was FedEx. So you want to see what he brought? He brought me a little goodie here. So I ordered this at Sephora because I figured this would be great to take with us on our trip, and I'm happy it actually came in on time. This is the Samba Sway Glow Oil. It's the Glow Motions Lotion by Sol de... Not lotion, it's an oil. By Sol de Janeiro. I thought my phone is talking. Is my phone talking? No, my phone is not talking. I'm losing my marbles. So anyway, I got this to take with me on our little trip because I thought it would be great to take with us. So, and then I got a little freebie, which is a Amore Pacific. This is the Sephora Essentials Icons gift set. So this was just a little gift set that they had going on. So I thought I'd pick that up. So hopefully that'll be great to take with me on our little trip. I hope so anyway. We'll have to see. Hopefully, I'm trying to make sure you guys are not blurry, because I feel like for some reason my face looks blurry. Is it blurry? I don't know. There we go. There, it's like in focus right here. Let me see if we can focus you a little better. Is that better? You can see all my wrinkles and everything in natural light, no filters. So that's what I like about doing outdoor videos, is that you get all natural, because sometimes the lights, when you do them in your beauty room, they can wash you out a little bit. So I like it like this. So anyway, let's go ahead and finish up with the eye makeup. I'm not doing anything crazy because honestly this evening all I'm going to be doing is packing, and we're going to take our dogs to a little area that's near our house that has like beer and pizza and stuff, and they allow your dogs to go, and they have walking trails, so we're going to go there this evening. So I'm not really doing anything real fancy or special, so I'm okay with looking normal. Not normal, that didn't sound right. I'm okay with looking at not fancy, not pinky out. Okay, so I'm just going to continue putting my eye makeup on and just chatting with you guys. So I did bring Max and Molly out with us as well. Like, I don't know if I just mentioned that or not, but I did bring them out. So if they happen to bump our table, they're out here checking out the nature as well. Get them some good fresh air. So they're out here wandering around. You can probably hear Max sniffing. He sniffs everything. So he was actually in a commercial this morning. My husband runs a company, and he wanted to use him for a commercial, and Max was over and he did a commercial. So Max is going to be famous. Isn't that right, Maxie? Maxie, you're gonna be famous, aren't you? You're gonna be famous. Yeah. Come here, you want to talk to everybody? Come here. I'll show you Maxie. Oh, he's so grouchy. There's my Maxie. There's my Maxie boy. He's a good boy. Yeah, he's a good boy, isn't he? Are you looking at yourself in the mirror? Who is that? He sees the mirror. He's watching himself. Who is that, Max? You don't understand, do you? You're crazy. Good boy. I'm gonna set him down. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. All right, anyway, so Max and Molly are here. Molly's trying to get up now. Okay, you guys go sit. Go sit. But, so anyway, we're just gonna be doing that this evening, packing and just getting a bite to eat at the pizza place. So, nothing real crazy. We're not doing anything real crazy. So, I don't really have anything planned today because we're just gonna, like I said, get everything ready. I hate packing though. I think packing is like the worst thing on a trip. I don't know. Unpacking would probably be the worst thing because unpacking is just no fun at all because you end up having to put everything away and wash so much stuff. So probably unpacking is worse. The fun part is actually getting to your destination, right? So that is the best part. He found a ball, so he's happy now. He's happy. And I'm sure Molly is happy too because now he won't bother her. Although she's been the one who's been really bothering him lately because my poor girl is in heat, so. But he is fixed, so we cannot have any more puppies. We do not want to do that again because she really struggled the last time when she had puppies. She had a hard time having them because he's a little bigger than she is, so it was just hard on her. All right, let's do some brows quick. So for brows, I'm going to use, hopefully this is not shaking y'all too much. He's pushing into the table as well, so. He's pushing into our little metal table, and then I'm trying to grab everything out of here. Let me find my brow tools. We're just going to use this because I don't know where the right tool is, so we're just going to use this Aesthetica brush. This might be actually a brow tool, actually. I don't know. I'm using my Too Faced Brow Envy, so this is what I'm using to do my brows with today. I'm using the shade Blonde. I'm just going to put some powder in my brows. I just figured we'd chat today, honestly. It's not really about the makeup today. It's more just chatting. That's what I like more about when you do like these Chatty Get Ready with me. I just like chatting with you guys. And then when I like watching the Chatty videos too, I like just hearing about somebody's life. Like what's going on, how things are going, if there's some new things that they want to talk about. Look at that wild brow hair. I mean, yeah, brow hair there. It's looking crazy. I'm gonna have to definitely put something there to calm it down. Looks like Captain Caveman. Captain Caveman! Do you guys remember that? I don't know if you remember. If you guys hear like a tractor sound, there is a tractor like behind me. We have like, back that way, there is a like a large field area, and I think they're mowing hay today, so unfortunately well, it's not really unfortunately. I mean, it's not that noisy. Hopefully it doesn't pop up that noisy on the camera. I don't know if it will or not. We'll have to see when I edit. Well, not really edit, because you guys know I don't really edit. The only thing I do is I go through to make sure that everything's in there, cut out the part where I turn the camera on, cut out the part where I turn the camera off, and that's about it. Just because I like unedited videos. I like videos where it's all you, all natural, where if you mess up, guess what? We're all human. We all mess up. Nobody's perfect. So now I'm putting a little bit of the setting wax in here. I'm probably going to put a little bit more of the brow product because I feel like my brows are just a little pale right now. So put a little bit more of the brow wax and some more powder. And just set these brows. That's what they're looking like. What do you think? I think they look like caterpillars. That's what eyebrows always remind me of, is caterpillars. I don't know why, but they just do. Okay, so now I'm going to go in and do concealer under my eyes. So let's conceal with our Urban Decay Naked Skin, my complete favorite one that I use. I think it works so good for dry skin. I've never had an issue with it whatsoever. I think it smells good too. It has like some sort of interesting smell to it. It just smells really good. So I'll just tap this in. I just realized the umbrella lights were still on, so we're under the umbrella so that the sun's not directly shining on us. Hopefully that helps, and I don't look too pink because I know the umbrella is red, and so it can tend to make me look pink. So just tap this in, set it all good. I use my ring finger because I feel like, I think they've even said that your ring finger has the least amount of pressure in it so that it doesn't actually, it's not really bad for under your, it's not that it's not bad, it's just it's not as harsh under your eye. So my makeup's drying faster out here with the natural air and everything. I do notice that. That's not so cool. Alright. Almost done. Not almost done with the face because, my goodness, it's not complete for sure. So now I'm going to look for my lash curler. So I brought my Shiseido one. I still don't know what the hype is on this Shiseido eyelash curler because I'm like, it works fine. I know somebody had mentioned that maybe it's my eye shape, that it's not really made for my eye shape, and that could very well be it. But I know for me when I use it, I'm like, I just don't see that huge of a difference where everybody was like talking about how good this one is. So I just don't know. I've gotten my eyelid a couple times too, and that really stinks. That stinks. Alright, I'm gonna have to, my eye, like this looks terrible. Why didn't y'all tell me? I look goofy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, let's put some more makeup on. Let's try to make it look a little better. Use my Sigma brushes. I love these brushes. They're so soft. Okay. Let's blend this in a little bit better. Bring it in right around town. Like SpongeBob. Do the other one. I'm using the shade Spank Me. Sometimes these companies, like the names they put on these products is very inappropriate in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. You know what they say about opinions, right? So I don't say anything. Usually I'm like, okay, whatever. I didn't name it, so that's all that matters, right? I wouldn't name my product that. The wind has calmed down. It's getting calmer outside. Now I just hear a bird. We just have a bird out here now with us. It's getting nice and toasty out here too. So anyway, my mom's foot is healing okay. It's looking pretty black and blue right now, so I feel so bad for her. I'm like, oh my goodness, you know that's got to be hard. Okay, so now we've done that, I need to set my under eyes too. I forgot to do that. So I'm going to use my Becca, the under eye setting, the brightening setting powder. You guys know this is my favorite. I love it. I think it's such a good product for under my eyes, especially since I do have dry skin. It doesn't like accentuate the dryness or anything like that. You're still going to see your lines, but I mean, that's normal. Everybody's got lines under their eyes. Nobody's got that super smooth baby skin under their eyes unless you're, even little kids, I've noticed even kids have lines under their eyes. So that's why when people like Photoshop themselves where it looks like they're completely smooth, I'm like, so Photoshopped. You can totally tell. And not that I'm saying I don't Photoshop sometimes, because there's some pictures where I'm like, oh my gosh, I got huge zits on my face. I want to like make it look a little better. Not that zits are bad, because believe me, I suffered with them for a very long time, and I know how hard that is to try to cover. And I still get them once in a while. And I had the really big cystic acne, so it was like, oh my gosh, very painful. So there we go. That is under my eyes brightened. And my hair looks like poo-poo, I know. I just like threw it into a baby braid. It's not even a braid. I don't even know what it is. It's just a, maybe it's a pirate do. It's looking like a pirate today. That's what it is. Alright, so now we're going to go in with blush. I'm going to use the NARS. This is the Exposed Cheek Palette. This is so good, guys. I do want to tell you though, if you have this palette and you were struggling with it for some reason, make sure you use a brush that's a little bit more dense, because these are very packed in. It's like a different type of formula. So what I like to do is go with this one right here and then this one right here, tap it off and just put it on. And even look, I mean, like there's not much on my cheeks at all yet, so I'm gonna do it again. And you can like tap it on and then you can rub it out. That didn't sound good. Tap it on, rub it out. I like these two shades mixed though. I think they're really pretty. That's one thing I like about having like a cheek palette versus like a single cheek shade, is that you can mix shades. So you can mix them up and change the color of your makeup almost with just mixing a couple colors together. So I like that. It's getting toasty out here. I'm gonna need some water here soon. Getting pretty toasty. My makeup looks really pale. I look very pale. Do I look pale? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it's just not going on very deep. Let's go ahead and do a look. Let's go in with a deeper shade here. Maybe we need that for today. I don't think I brought the right brush. This brush is not as dense as the one I normally use, and I just didn't grab the right one out of the beauty room. I just grabbed a basket full of stuff and brought it up with me to do my makeup with today, so hopefully it turns out semi-okay. Now we're going to use highlight, and for highlight we're going to use the Ofra. This is the Nikki palette, so it looks like this. This is the Nikki Tutorials Highlighting Trio. I love this trio. It's very, very good. I've been able to use every single one of these colors out of here. I thought this one would be too dark, but it's not too dark, so I can use all of these. And they are very glowy, like super, super glowy. Like, you want to highlight, these are definitely good highlights. I really love this palette, so there's that. And then I'm going to do a little bronzing. Well, I found my big old brush. I'm going to use this brush. I think this is, what is this brush? It's a Tarte brush. Couldn't remember. It's a Tarte brush. I'm going to use the NYX. This is the California Beeman. This is just a bronzer. I thought it was a body bronzer. For some reason they have a new one. I think it's a body bronzer. I need to get that one because I'm not planning on getting a whole lot of sun. I'd rather just do a little bit of fake sun with like bronzing and some lotions and stuff, because I'm not interested in getting any kind of skin cancer this year, because I know one year we went to the beach and I was like really goofy and I decided that I didn't need a whole lot of sunblock, and I only put like an SPF of like 4 on. I know, that's ridiculous. I used an SPF of like 4 and I burnt so bad that I had blisters all over my body, and that was awful. That was awful, awful. Did I not bring a mascara? Oh my gosh. No, here we go. We have the Rapid Lash Volumizing Mascara. I thought this was not a mascara for some reason. I thought it was a lip product. I don't know why I thought that, even though I've used it and everything. It does smell weird. I told you guys initially that I didn't really smell anything. It smells almost sour, so it's not my favorite whatsoever. So I'm just going to put some of this in my lashes. Like I told you guys, we're going for a very simple, easy look. So just put this in my lashes and see what happens here. I do like the wand to this because I like that it's like flat on one side. I don't know if you can tell it or not, but it's like flat right here. Focus, camera. Focus. Okay, so there it's flat, and then it's like, see, it's weird. It's interesting, right? Interesting. Alright, there's one eye. I am terrible at mascara, so anything I do with mascara, do the opposite, because I'm just terrible at it, guys. You see, I get it on my eyelid. I'm really messy with it. This has always been my biggest struggle for makeup is mascara. And of course, eyelashes, because I can't do those either. I can tell you guys, when I review these products in my makeup basket Monday, this is not going to be a favorite. I like the brush wand, but I don't like the formula. I feel like the formula is just weird. It's not that good, so the formula is not that good for me. I feel like it just kind of pushes a couple lashes together and it doesn't really do much for my lashes. I don't know if you're seeing it or not, but like, look, there's not much going on there at all. At all. I might take you guys with me when we go away for the weekend and vlog a little bit. It'll be my first time vlogging. I want to vlog when we go on our cruise, but I'm just trying to figure out how to do it, because I don't want to be like, I'm very self-conscious in public. I'm not like really good about doing things like that, so we'll have to see how that works out. So now let's put a little makeup under my eyes here. So I'm going to grab this little brush here. This is a Luxie brush. I really like this little brush. At first I didn't like it, so I was like, I don't know what I'm going to use it for. Then I found it's very useful for like inner corner highlight. It's good for like smudging out on your bottom lash line. It's very helpful. And I'll clean this up here in a second, guys, no worries. So first we're going to do inner corner highlight. We're going to use All Tied Up. We're going to use that in the inner corner. Actually, first we need I brought a Q-tip. Where did I put it? I lost the Q-tip, guys. What's new, right? Where did I put it? Let me try to grab my basket. So I've got everything in this little basket here. Oh, there's the Q-tip. Alright. So, clean out this corner here. hate like when makeup gets in that corner there, it looks like you have eye boogies, and that's just gross. So clean that out, and then I'm going to use a Q-tip here in a second to clean that up as well. So first we're just going to inner corner highlight. I like to tap it in after I place it, tap it, and then it really brightens up right there. So there's what it looks like. It looks much brighter in that corner now. It's probably a little too bright, honestly, but it's alright. I like how people are doing the color in their inner corner now. Like, I've seen people do like the bold yellow and the bold pink. That's really pretty. Not sure I could pull it off, but it looks really pretty. So there's that, what we got there. I don't know what that is going on, but we moved it. Now my mascara should be dry, so I can take the Q-tip and go over my lash, over my lid, and wipe off that mascara. So if you wait till it dries, then it wipes off really easily. So if you're someone who's like me and you tend to make a mess with it, this is the best way to do it. And what I'm going to do now is to kind of like make my lashes look a little bit more fuller. I'm going to go in and fake it a little bit. So I'm going to use the flat definer brush from Sigma, and I'm going to go into blindfolded in the Too Faced palette. So it's like a black shade. And I'm just going to push this up right here like that. And it's just going to make my lashes look fuller and thicker. I was trying to say thicker and fuller at the same time I was going to say thicker. That's not a word, Tiff. Do it again on the other side. Do you see what I mean? I don't know if you can tell it or not, but I think it makes a big difference. So there we go. To me that looks better, in my opinion. I think so. Okay. Now all we have left is, what do we have left, guys? Lips. And then we're done. Oh my gosh. We did it. And setting spray. So for setting spray, I'm going to use my Ulta Beauty SPF 50 because you guys know I love making sure that I have a good SPF on me. So I'm going to use this on my skin. Shake it up. I love the way it smells. It reminds, oh my gosh, it went crazy. Did it get you guys? It did. Oh my goodness, the wind's blowing and it got you guys. Hang on. Hopefully that's better. It got my mirror too, so I don't know if you can see, it got my mirror. Oh my gosh, it's like stuck on my mirror now. Hopefully it's not stuck on you guys. Good job, Tiff. Maybe setting spray in the wind is not the best idea. Alright, so now we need lip product, so I'm going to use the, where's it at? Here it is. The Sigma, no, not Sigma. Is it Sigma? This is the Wonder Beauty Beach Balm. So I think this came in like a BoxyCharm or something, I'm pretty sure. So I really like this though because it's nice and balmy on your lips, so it feels kind of like a chapstick, but it still gives some color. My mirror's all dirty now, I can't really see much. And that is it. That is our get ready with me for today. I hope you guys enjoyed being outside. Hopefully it's not too windy, hopefully it's not too noisy, and you were able to see everything. It was focused correctly. It's hard to do it outside because I don't really, never done it outside, so hopefully it turned out okay. I'm a little unsure, so once I edit, we'll know whether or not we can do this again. If not, then it'll be our one and only time. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know if you have any questions about any of the products I used, and let me know in the comment section below what products you would like to see me use next, because I am going to be shopping my stash soon, so let me know what you think. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later.